What if our DNA holds the secrets of an ancient alien experiment? Could humanity itself be the product of a forbidden creation? What if the gods of old were not gods at all, but extraterrestrials from another world who visited our planet and then performed some kind of genetic manipulation, perhaps creating us in their own image or infusing us with some special gift? These are the disturbing questions that surround the mysterious tale of the Anunnaki, the enigmatic race of ancient Sumerian gods, who are said to have descended from the heavens and brought with them knowledge and gifts that changed the course of human history forever. Join me as we delve into the hidden truths behind this controversial subject, uncovering the shocking claims that connect the Anunnaki to the very essence of our existence. Prepare to challenge everything you've ever learned about our origins, because the truth may lie buried in our DNA waiting to be unlocked. Are you ready to discover the shocking connection between the Anunnaki and our very own DNA? Then let's start. Our journey begins in ancient Sumer, the cradle of civilization, where millennia ago, the Sumerians kept records on clay tablets that would become the foundation of human history. These ancient texts tell the tale of a pantheon of gods, known as the Anunnaki, who came down from the heavens to live among mortals. But they weren't just any gods. No, the Anunnaki were creators, bringers of knowledge, and shapers of human destiny. The name Anunnaki is derived from the Sumerian language, where it's believed to mean offspring or progeny of the gods. There was said to be a race of divine beings who arrived on Earth in their chariots and possessed advanced technology beyond the comprehension of primitive man. Some scholars believe that the Anunnaki were extraterrestrial visitors from another world, while others argue they were supernatural beings from a different realm of existence. Regardless, their impact on early human civilization was profound. Sumerian texts depict the Anunnaki as having an intimate connection with humans, sometimes interacting with us directly and even influencing our behavior. One such story tells of Enki, a benevolent Anunnaki deity, who is said to have created humans out of clay at the behest of his father, the supreme god An. This act of creation marked a pivotal moment in the development of human civilization, as it was through Enki's actions that humankind was brought into existence. However, there are also tales of the Anunnaki using humans for their own purposes, such as the Epic of Gilgamesh, which describes the Sumerian king's search for immortality after the death of his friend Enki. In this epic poem, Enkidu is created by the gods as a wild man who serves as a foil to Gilgamesh's more civilized nature. But when Enkidu becomes friends with Gilgamesh and learns about the ways of humanity, he begins to question his purpose and challenges the authority of the gods. As a result, the gods punish him by making him sick and causing him to die, which leads Gilgamesh on his quest for immortality. This notion of the Anunnaki as powerful, enigmatic beings who shaped the course of human history has captured the imaginations of many throughout the ages. And it has this enduring fascination that has led to numerous theories and speculations about their true nature and their connection to our existence. Now, let's talk about the most controversial theory surrounding the Anunnaki: their possible connection to human DNA. This idea stems from the belief that the Anunnaki were advanced beings who possessed knowledge of genetics and genetic engineering. Some believe that the Anunnaki may have manipulated human DNA, either by splicing their own genetic material into ours, or by enhancing our existing DNA with their own advanced genes. This could explain certain traits that are common to many humans, such as our opposable thumbs, which are thought to be one of the key factors in our ability to use tools and develop advanced technologies. Some also speculate that the Anunnaki may have given humans certain abilities or traits that set us apart from other species, such as our capacity for language and abstract thought. However, there is also a darker side to this theory. Some believe that the Anunnaki may have used humans as a means to further their own goals, such as using us as a food source or as slave labor. This idea is supported by certain Sumerian texts that describe the Anunnaki harvesting humans as a form of tribute. Now, let's explore the concept of sacred bloodlines, which is based on the belief that the Anunnaki may have chosen certain humans to be their vessels or conduits through which their presence could be felt on Earth. This theory suggests that certain families or dynasties were blessed or cursed with the Anunnaki's DNA, giving them access to forbidden knowledge or powers. For example, some believe that the royal families of ancient Egypt were chosen by the gods to carry their bloodline and maintain their presence on Earth. This belief is supported by the fact that many Egyptian pharaohs were considered divine and were worshipped as gods during their reign. It is important to note that these theories are highly speculative, and there is little to no concrete evidence to support them. However, they do offer an interesting perspective on the relationship between humans and the divine, as well as the potential for genetic manipulation and the concept of bloodlines. Whether or not these theories are true, they continue to fascinate people around the world and have inspired countless works of fiction and speculation. Now let's shift our focus to the impact of the Anunnaki on human civilization, as they are often credited with bringing about some of the most significant advancements in human history. From agriculture to writing and advanced knowledge, the Anunnaki are said to have gifted humanity with the tools necessary to thrive and prosper. For example, the Sumerians developed the first known system of writing, which allowed them to keep detailed records, track time, and pass on their knowledge to future generations. This invention is considered to be one of the most important developments in human history, as it laid the foundation for modern communication and record-keeping. The Anunnaki are also said to have played a role in the development of agriculture, which allowed humans to settle down in one place and grow their own food. This development led to the formation of villages and eventually cities, which marked the beginning of human civilization. Furthermore, the Anunnaki are believed to have possessed advanced knowledge in various fields, such as astronomy, mathematics, and medicine, which they shared with humans to help them understand the world around them and improve their lives. However, there is a darker side to this story, as some believe that the Anunnaki may have deliberately withheld certain knowledge from humans, or used their advanced technology to control and manipulate them. For example, the Anunnaki may have intentionally kept humans in a state of ignorance, so that they could maintain their power and authority over them. Or they may have used their advanced technology to spy on humans or even manipulate their thoughts and behavior. Despite these theories, the Anunnaki's impact on human civilization is undeniable. Their supposed gifts and teachings helped shape the course of human history and laid the foundation for the world we live in today. Now let's discuss why mainstream history often ignores or dismisses these stories of the Anunnaki. There are several reasons for this. Firstly, the Anunnaki are mentioned only in ancient texts, and there is no physical evidence to support their existence. Secondly, the stories of the Anunnaki are often contradictory and difficult to decipher, leading to confusion and skepticism. Thirdly, many mainstream historians believe that the Anunnaki are nothing more than mythological figures who served as personifications of natural phenomena, such as earthquakes and floods. Finally, some argue that the Anunnaki stories were deliberately suppressed or distorted by those in power to maintain control and prevent the spread of forbidden knowledge. In recent years, however, there has been a growing interest in the Anunnaki and their supposed connection to human DNA. This renewed interest has led to numerous theories and interpretations, many of which challenge conventional historical narratives. Ancient astronaut theorists, for example, believe that the Anunnaki were actually extraterrestrial visitors who came to Earth from another world. Conspiracy theorists, on the other hand, argue that the Anunnaki were part of a secret society or bloodline that has managed to maintain its power and influence throughout history. Some even claim that the Anunnaki are still among us, living in secret and controlling world events from behind the scenes. Finally, those who believe in genetic engineering claim that the Anunnaki were responsible for manipulating human DNA to create the modern human being. According to this view, the Anunnaki may have seen humans as nothing more than a scientific experiment or a means to further their own goals. The Anunnaki's influence can be seen in various ancient cultures such as Egypt, Mesoamerica, and ancient Greece. In Egypt, for example, the pharaohs were considered divine, and many believed that they had a direct connection to the gods. In Mesoamerica, the Anunnaki are known as the feathered serpent gods, who came from the sky to teach humans about agriculture and other aspects of civilization. Now let's explore the intriguing possibilities of the Anunnaki conducting genetic experiments on humans. This theory suggests that the Anunnaki may have viewed humans as nothing more than test subjects and experimented with our DNA to see what we would become. If true, this would explain many of the unexplained aspects of human nature, such as our capacity for great evil as well as extraordinary good. The Anunnaki may have been trying to create the perfect being through genetic manipulation and experimentation. However, it is important to note that this theory is purely speculative, and there is no concrete evidence to support it. Furthermore, it raises ethical concerns about the Anunnaki's motives and methods, and begs the question of why they would choose to conduct such cruel and inhumane experiments. As we wrap up our exploration of the Ennead, let's consider the broader implications of their myths and legends. The stories of the Ennead offer a unique perspective on the relationship between humans and the divine and challenge us to think differently about our place in the universe. The myths also raise questions about the nature of creation and the possibility that we are the result of genetic manipulation or divine intervention. While some may dismiss these myths as nothing more than ancient folklore, others see them as hidden truths that have been deliberately concealed from us. Perhaps there is something to these stories that we are only beginning to understand. Two separate legends from reality. We must look to archaeology and genetics for clues. Archaeology has revealed many fascinating discoveries about ancient civilizations and cultures, but it has yet to uncover any physical evidence of the Anunnaki. Similarly, genetics have made great strides in helping us understand the origins and evolution of life on Earth, but have not provided any concrete evidence of genetic manipulation or divine intervention in the creation of humans. As we continue to explore the mysteries of the ancient world, it's important to keep an open mind and be willing to consider new possibilities. While there may never be definitive proof of the Anunnaki's existence or their involvement in human affairs, that doesn't mean that their stories are any less valuable. The myths and legends of the Anunnaki have stood the test of time and continue to capture the imaginations of people around the world. Whether or not they are based on actual historical events, they offer a fascinating glimpse into the beliefs and values of ancient civilizations, and provide a rich source of inspiration for those seeking to understand the deeper mysteries of human existence. As we come to the end of our journey into the world of the Anunnaki, I encourage you to embrace the unknown and be open to the possibility that there is more to our existence than we currently understand. Though science may not have all the answers, there is still beauty and wonder to be found in the ancient myths and legends that have been passed down to us through the ages. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of the Anunnaki and their connection to human DNA. Until next time, keep an open mind and a curious heart, and remember that sometimes the greatest discoveries are the ones we haven't even made yet. What are your thoughts on the Ennead's connection to human DNA? Do you believe that they were genetic engineers who created us in their own image? Or do you think that these stories are nothing more than mythology? Let me know in the comments below.